get it. So much sometimes.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
What are the odds of that? Seriously, I went to move the mouse and it reset position on the stop streaming button. How does that even happen? Okay. Let me make sure the YouTube stream didn't take a complete gigantic dump. No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, great. Good. Let's just take the title. Move that over there. There we go. Take that, select that, move that over there like that. Space and rocket review. There we go. There we go. All right. Space news begins at past. Give me 10 minutes. I'm sorry, EJ. I'm afraid I can't do that. Whatever. Saving that texture at 800 by 800 just pissed me off. But we'll reset here and be good to go. I will be back momentarily. Enjoy this fine hold music.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Do you want to build a shed yet? You guys want to build a shed yet? Yeah, no. You want to remodel your bathroom? You remodeled your bathroom during the break? Nice. All right, I cooled off a little bit. You hate that Bob Barker. All right. I would love a new shed. I said, do you want a new shed? You know what I mean? All right, so let's see what we got for space news today. There's a little bit from Relativity. There's a Falcon 9 that launched this morning. Space goodness. Okay. I'm just going to compile all of the links here. Guys, is there another launch today? Kenneth, let me take a look, dude. No, that Falcon 9 that went off this morning. Here, let me show you. second. Let's see. So, this was the liftoff this morning. This Starlink mission was supposed to go at like 5:30 and ended up going at like 10.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Took off from pad 40.
2,
The interesting thing about this is that it was a brand new Falcon 9.
1. Ignition.
Yo.
Engine full power. And liftoff. Go Falcon. Go
Brand new Falcon 9. Looks too shiny, man. And the word on the street is that one was supposed to be the booster that was used, that was next in line for Crew 9. And because they pushed Crew 9 launch date back to September, they pushed the Crew 9 launch date back to September, they just used it now. Yep. They just used it now, and it still will launch Crew 9, but it's going to do it in a month. Yep. So that is booster 1085. 1085 did touch down. The landing was a little it was a little
Stage 1 landing light deploy.
watch. Oh,
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Stage 1 landing light deploy.
Yeah, landing was a little bit, a little bit on the choppy side, but it's fine. A little bit of weebles, a little bit of wobbles. You know, there's a little bit of weebles, and that's a little bit of wobbling. You know, it's good. Came in a little hot. There was some chop out on the Atlantic today, but yeah, she came down. Everything looks good here. We've seen way worse. Yes, we did, but that thing definitely yoinks. Moved around, but yeah, that's booster 1085, and it's going to, the next flight for it is Crew 9. They subbed it in now, so it had they gave it a mission because there was enough because they pushed they pushed Crew 9 back because of Starliner. So yeah, they're just like, all right, send it now, whatever. Is the Octograbber view in that camera? I don't think so. I didn't see it. I don't think they had opened up the flap for it just yet. It opens up like right after the camera cuts. All right. Let's see. All right, let's take a look. What else do we got? There isn't much today, guys. We have a video from Relativity. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I'm going to follow up on the story that we covered yesterday. Rocket Factory Augsburg had a little funny happen to them. One more T-Man? Oh, okay. And this is the aftermath of that. Yeah, this is the Saxavord launch site that's in Shetland in the United Kingdom. And they were doing some kind of test, and there should be a stage up on top of that, and there's the, yep, nope, some of it's on the ground. Some of it's on the ground right there, right there, right there, right there. Parts of it are right there. Some of it is right there. A little bit's right there. Yeah, massive rud on that test article first stage. They said the test stand was okay, but they lost the stage in the engines, which sucks. But yeah, we looked at that in pretty good detail yesterday. It very much seemed like there was a hard start that caused basically the turbine to turbo pump int. Yeah. It you know. Here's some footage. Guys, this is coming from the BBC. Look, this, yeah. Oh. That's not good. I appreciate it. Thanks, Eric. That's really not good. That's that's bad. Watch the, oh, yep. So something went bad during startup right there. Everything seems fine here during ignition, and then something shoots out a lot of sparks right there. See the sparks? Now those kind of sparks are consistent with turbo pump failure. Once again, that's just a guess. I'm sure we'll hear from Rocket Factory Augsburg. I'm sure they'll say they've like posted telemetry and stuff before. I'm pretty sure they'll tell us what's going on, but they got to figure out it to be sure. You gotta review the data because they're. Let's be real. You got to review the data because there's not much hardware to review because it's not alive. It's unalived. I'm German and I don't like RFA. Their internship is like slavery with extra steps. All right. The internship. Does that word mean something different in German or? Anyway. Yeah. Whatever happens after this, I mean, it very much looks like the thing, you had a hard start, right? Then you had turbine failure, and then the rocket engine started to rapidly disassemble itself, unplanned, of course, and parts went and severed a fuel line or an umbilical line, and the resulting depressurization basically made the flames come out the side. And then from there, it just, yep, that's not good. And then you notice right around here is where the stage kind of fell over. You could see the top of it come out right there and shower the ground with liquid oxygen. That's good. Yeah. So, you know, that's the aftermath. But hey, look, the pad deluge is still working. I firmly believe, so Rocket Factory Augsburg has said that their test stand is okay. The stage, not so much. I think their test stand was okay because their sound suppressor and deluge systems never stopped working. It was constantly spraying the test stand with water, and I think that's what saved it. If I had a nickel for every small sat launcher to catch fire on the launch pad this summer, you would have 2 nickels? Generally having a fire tornado coming out of the side of your rocket, not a good day. Yeah, Pete, that's, I've been told by many industry experts that, that is in fact not a good thing. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. Yeah. According to Scott, RFA had added 4 more engines for a total of 9. Well, now they have 0. Good thing to hold down's work, people. Nice. Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe that? It's scary, dude. That's scary. That's very scary. Yeah, there's the footage to which I replied, turbo pump int. I'm sorry, it's funny to me. It's funny, it's funny, it's funny to me. If you get it, you get it. If not, it's... I thought it was funny. But anyway, that's the aftermath here. You can see the RP1 tank has seen better days. It's probably why that fire tornado was happening right here, because that's where the RP1 tank fell over because it melted and then it splashed the whole pad in kerosene. And then, you know, the LOX tank fell down here, and, you know, that's good. The thing about it is that kerosene, once it's on fire, there's this stuff in the atmosphere that, you know, will oxidize it by itself, and that's pretty much what happened. As an engineer, I'm going to use that now. Yeah, no problem. No, yeah, I got you. Turbo pump int. Also, I found out Aerojet calls the Centaur 5 RL10 the RL10 C11A. Because normal naming schemes are for chump. Yep. Okay. Yes.
Incredible. So I saw
Strange things are happening on the ISS. We'll have to check. Vulcan stuff as well. Okay. What's going on? Oh, yeah. Centaur. Yeah, there we go. Centaur was moved to the pad for Vulcan Cert 2 mission. Centaur 5. Yeah, that's pretty me gusta. Right there. Speaking of RL10 C11As, there's 2 of them. Oh. What sort of environmental penalties do companies face when tests like this go wrong? It's figured into the environmental assessment if they have a catastrophic failure. In fact, that's your failure. That's like worst case scenario. They figure that stuff in. There are probably some contingencies to follow to make sure that it doesn't get it much worse, but can't wait for Cert 2's launch. You're gonna murder another camera. Nice. Yeah, that's 5-meter Centaur, man. That's pretty good. That's a big stage. Very nice. Don't eat the spicy dirt. Yeah. That's good. All right, what's going on here on the ISS?
incredible. So I saw, back in 2016, Mark Kelly famously snuck the gorilla suit onto the International Space Station and scared his fellow astronauts. What's the pranking environment like? I figure you guys have to find ways to stay light and have fun. What does that look like for you?
Well, how about we demonstrate? So as you can see, the pranking environment is strong up here, and kind of like it is a beautiful environment to work with, and as you can see, we have a lot of fun.
That does look, it looks like a blast. You guys look like you're a family, you know, and that just totally came across just there.
I mean, all right. Can't say I wouldn't be doing the same thing. Nope, definitely not. All right, cool. What else do we got? So my buddy Max over at NSF took these pictures. Here, check this out. Check this out. It's the Lost Leader. Or the Life Leader, not the Lost Leader. Lost Leader is cars. Falcon 9 Fleet Leader 1062 passed by the KSC press site a few minutes ago, probably en route to Slick 40 for the Starlink mission. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Sunny looked really upset. All systems, you could tell because of the way she was. Man. $10.62. How many missions are on that thing? 20, 21. $23. Oh my goodness. 23 times. That's these boosters are getting up there. You'd be hard pressed to find anything that space flight related that's been reused that much. The only things that really come to mind are SRB casings and the space shuttle orbiters. They should just paint the stages black. Why? It does it itself. Do they have any idea how long a booster will last? Well, SpaceX is in uncharted territory, makers. They're in uncharted territory because they said they would, it'd be good to get 10 flights out of a booster. Yet here we are with 1062 that has 22 of them. I don't think they really know how much they're going to be able to get out of one of these things. What I do know is that they're just going to keep checking it every time, and if the components on board look good, then just keep going. Why not? Why not? Another Tianlong video has... Oh, geez. Yeah, that's a little sus. They want 40. Same with fairings. Yeah. Why won't you die? Well, 1058 did, so, shh. Yeah, so just keep going with it. Why not? Like, what are you going to lose? A couple of Starlink satellites? Whatever. There's like 3,000 of them. I'm pretty sure 23 or 22 is not going to make that big of a deal, so keep going. You got to, that's the big thing. You got to have a reason to fly. Now... Could the space shuttle have done this? Sure, probably. If it had a reason to fly this much, and they had a reason for it to fly this much, and then they decided they didn't want to have that reason to fly that much, and then that was the end of that. Oh, 7 people almost also died too. So, yeah, that probably had a lot to do with it. But yeah, it's cool, man. Like I said, you'd be hard-pressed to see any spaceflight hardware that's been reused this much. There's not much that makes it into double digits, and we're... well into double digits with 1062, which is really cool. Looks like the EU will kill Booster 1067 for the Galileo mission in the coming days. Yeah, you guys like ruining things. It's kind of your MO. Like ruining things when it comes to spaceflight. When is that Galileo mission set? It's set for September 13th. Hey now. Name one thing you've launched into space that you haven't destroyed, Alex. James Webb Space Telescope? Touché. What about the launch vehicle that launched it? Remember, context of this isn't satellites. The context of this conversation is spaceflight hardware. So, like, launch vehicles... because, we're talking about that thing. Can we live on the moon yet? We could live on the moon right now if we didn't have our heads so far up our tail. I just heard the most ridiculous thing. How could you not like ranch dressing? I'm not from the Midwest. Okay, I know it looks bad. Does tax dollars count as being involved in developing process? What, Jackal? What's the context of that statement? I'm confused. Nah, serious, not really. The FCC approved space exploration SAT mod provides SpaceX the authority to launch Generation 2 hardware profiles into Generation 1 shells. Oh, that's for Starlink. Cool. Cool. We have another... There's a couple videos here for me too. That isn't loud at all, Forge. I really wish you'd kind of given me a warning there, but that's fine. Let's just make all the viewers that are watching go deaf. It's good. It's good. Are you awake? All right. So this is more footage from Tianlong. That, I believe, is the vehicle that left its test stand. The static test became a dynamic test. At this point, I would be running. I'd be running that way as fast as humanly possible. Like, run. Run. Like now. That's terrifying. I hate it so much. So, this vehicle, they were going to do... This is China's answer to Falcon 9. And they were doing a static fire test, and the static fire became a the static fire test became a dynamic fire test. Two. Yep. One. Yep. Yep. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, yeah, I agree. That guy was like, what the frick? Wait, it happened again? No, this was some other footage of the same one. This did not happen again. This is older. This is an old test that was from a month ago, and this is a new angle of it. 0 casualties. Yep, just like Intelsat 708 had 0 casualties. Yeah. Yeah, 0 casualties. Yeah, nobody died. It's fine. It was just a science experiment, though. No. I mean, no. Intelsat 708. Eric, there's a reason why the United States does not work with China. People's Republic of China. We work with the other China. There's a reason why we don't when it comes to space flight. It's because of Intelsat 708. Go look it up. EJ has received 15 social credits. Nope. Exo, I just believe I just lost them by saying there's, 2. There's Taiwan and West Taiwan. Oh yeah, not officially, Hogue. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. Nope, my credit score's in the trash now. Well, yep. Make a better test stand next time. Just saying. Anyway. Just messing. All right, let's see what else we got. We got another video coming from Relativity Space here. Clean sheet design, PBF printing test. More than 3 months. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, Slackster, pretty much. Yeah. Alex.
We're able to go from a clean sheet design
they probably
to test
ROMs
in 3 months. I mean, we're not talking about small changes specifically for channel count or intricate fluid passages. We're talking even large-scale form factor and architecture redesigns. This allows us to be constantly responding to what we're getting from our test data and rolling in those changes as we see them.
And with the ANR main injector, we've gone through 14 design, print, test iterations, which is simply impossible to do with a lot of the traditional manufacturing designs. With each iteration, the performance goes up, the reliability goes up, and this kind of rapid iteration is a game changer when it comes to rocket development, because the vast majority of a rocket cost is not actually the fuel or the material, but the time it takes to develop that rocket. The main injector is really the perfect use case of powder bed fusion printing technology. Normally, with the traditional design, you have thousands of precision machined components that you have to assemble together manually and put in a brazing furnace. With powder bed fusion, we're able to boil that down into a single piece that prints on a single machine in a matter of days, and that's much more cost effective.
Powdered donut fusion? Powdered bed fusion printing technology. Wow. Okay. They're fusion sintering injector plates. That's pretty neat. You wouldn't download a rocket engine, chat. You wouldn't download a rocket engine, right? Right? Why not Boston cream fusion though? I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Glazed powdered fusion donut. Yeah, and chat's like, yes, I would. Speaking of violent fires, a personally witnessed space news. There was a vehicle fire at Cannes today in Toulouse on the administration side. Got a nice plunging view on the fireball, but no pics due to office rules. Huh. Boston cream is better than every other donut. Slackster, I like you. You're welcome up here anytime, guy. I'll take you over to Dunkin's. You get the best Boston cream donuts you ever had in your life. All right? Ever. I'm downloading a rocket right now. Just downloading Kerbal mods doesn't count. Why don't people just 3D KSP assets? Are they stupid? 3D print KSP assets. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Not sure if you've seen this. Can it be fixed? Is this Shetland? Yeah, we just finished looking at that. Can that be fixed? Briggsy, the test stand seems to be okay. The other, no. They are pretty tasty. Yeah. The Rocket Factory Augsburg was launching out of Shetland. Saxavord launch site explosion. No, that rocket's that test article is bad. It's gone. There was supposed to be they put 9 engines on the test article and then tried to fire it, and now they have no rocket engines and no test article. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that. I mean, RFA was moving towards RFA was moving towards a flight later this year. I don't think that is going to happen as punctually as we think. Ever heard of the Ndoye Space Center? Yeah, of course, man. Eric, every Norwegian comes in here and asks me that. You know where Ndoye? Of course I know where Ndoye is, man. Wouldn't be good at my job if I didn't. Near Tromsø? Probably not saying it right, man. I'm sorry. Elon makes it look easy. Don't they test engines almost every day? Yep. Actually, there's a good amount of Norwegians that watch this stream. I don't know how to say hi in Norwegian, but hi in Norwegian. Subtitle it. Let's go. All right. Where is that, in England? The one that exploded, Helsinki, is in the UK. The other one that Eric and I are talking about is not. That is in Norway. It's in Scotland, to be specific. Hey? Hello? South Korea hires SpaceX to launch geosatellite in 2027. CompSat 3. Space Falcon 9 got another contract, baby. All right, what else we got here? What else we got? So this is from EGS. The not-so-itsy-bitsy spider. Last week, teams at Kennedy mated the spider and transportation integration fixture, TIFF, using the vehicle assembly building high bay crane and moved them outside for cleaning. This critical ground support equipment for stacking the SLS core stage for future and current NASA Artemis missions, moving it from the VAB building to transfer to High Bay 3. Oh, yeah. You got to take it out there and pressure wash it, boy. Yep. This is the cap that goes on top of the SLS core stage so they can move it. Blorgen news. Dave Limp posted about the B-7, didn't he? Yes, he did. Oh. There you go. All right, cool. It looks like all signs are pointing to Artemis 2 being stacked sooner rather than later, which is cool. So this is from Blue Origin. B7 powers our Blue Moon Mark 1 and Mark 2 landers. There's 2 of them. Okay. Grateful to partner with the Air Force Research Laboratory at Edwards Air Force Base, where we conduct B7 testing in a vacuum cell to simulate a space-like environment. Here's a team after a successful flotation test that induced ignition. They look pretty happy. We know anybody here? We might know that guy in the Hawaiian shirt. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it was Friday. Next Friday is a Hawaiian shirt day. So, you know, wear a Hawaiian shirt. The B7. Yep, their lander engine. Not going to lie. I like the new Blue Origin CEO. Dave Limp is cool, man. Dave Limp. Here's another view of the B7 in testing. Great to see the team's progress at Edwards. B7 has a novel, high-performance, dual-flow, closed expander cycle. Mark 1 has one B7 engine, and our larger Mark 2 crew lander, part of the Artemis effort, is powered by 3 Bs. What? When did that happen? We already talked about that one, Forge, yeah. I'm not 100% sure when the design switched to 3 motors, but now it's switched to 3. Juice made its closest approach 11 minutes ago. No live telemetry because it's flying above the North Pacific. Blue shirt. Yeah, probably. Wicked. Do you think Blue's going to be more open to the media? Yeah, of course. With Dave Limp at the helm, I really dig what they're doing. That's one of their landers. I don't know how they're going to fit 3 of those in there, but you know, I'm not upset. Dave Limp. Yeah, I mean, Dave posts awesome pictures like that. I don't hate that. You guys hate that? I don't hate that. No, that's pretty good. Yeah, you should keep doing that. Twitter replies with SpaceX plumbing. What? I hate that. I hate you, Jackal. Now what? Now what are you gonna do? Compare the plumbing with the images of Raptor 3. Okay, compare the plumbing with Raptor 3. All right. So what? This is a test motor. See all these wires? Instrumentation. You know why? They're plugged into the instrumentation panels. That probably wouldn't be on there, you know, in other circumstances because they're developmental instrumentation. But you know, all right, let's go. Let's lose some brain cells. It's only Tuesday. I explained what I meant by plumbing elsewhere. Most of that plumbing is not plumbing and actually a lot of sensors for data. And yeah, for data, engines are iterative. They get simpler as dev time goes on. But please spread misinformation. All right, let's see what the cope is. I love it when people use big words when they're trying to defend their actions. That makes me happy. I try to do the opposite of that with you guys. I try to use small words. Why use big words when small words do trick? I colloquially included all the supporting sensors, turbo pumps, valves, etc. as plumbing. Raptor 3 got simpler from necessity as SpaceX realized how vulnerable clustered engines are to fratricidal failures, and the weight penalty from heat shielding grew. Man-rated engines must be more reliable and robust. These are for a robotic lander and never operate in atmosphere. Your misinformation is imaginary. I can safely say that this person has... Yeah, no. You possess a superficial amount of knowledge compared to the knowledge that you need to watch Rick and Morty. To be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand Rick and Morty. It's a developmental engine. Chill. And for what it's worth, it is going into a manned lander. Do you guys know how I know that? You guys know how I know that? You see the part where Dave Limp, the CEO of Blue Origin, you see the part where he says our larger Mark II crude lander, part of the Artemis effort, is powered by 3 BE-7s. You see that part right there? Yeah, you see that part right there? Yeah, she was pontificating without understanding. Yes. I find this Twitter thread to be very shallow and pedantic. Yes, shallow and pedantic. What does the CEO know? Can I keep reading the cope? It's kind of making me happy. Can I keep reading the cope? Let's keep going. There's more. Please shut up. You're an idiot. Funny how many of these Bezos fanboys have fake accounts with unpronounceable names. This is great. Bro, this app's free. Yes. Shallow and pedantic. Indubitably. Doctor. Just. This is why I avoid Twitter? Oh, no, then. This is great, man. You can't pay for this. Dude, you know why? You know why it's good? All right. Let me explain. You don't need to be on Twitter all the time. I love it. I think it's funny. I think it's great. You know why? Because in real life, if you're meeting people, right? In real life, you go touch grass, you meet people, you kind of have to, like, it takes a lot of effort to kind of figure out if someone's an idiot. It takes a lot of effort. You got to feel it out. You got to build up a social relationship and get to the point where, you develop it, and then you can kind of see, like, after a while, like, if somebody's overtly stupid, you shouldn't judge them off that one thing. You got to get a good plethora of information. It's all about data, right? You gotta build up a relationship, and then it's like, halfway through building up this relationship with somebody, like, wow, this person's an idiot. All right. No. Right? Twitter's great because there, you don't even have to try. You can just see who's a moron. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. And the whole thing just froze. Everything just froze. Am I alive? What is with the equipment today? Yeah, you don't need to worry about it. It's great. You can just sit here and people can make fools of themselves, and you're like, all right. You're live. Am I back? We have the combination. My encoding got overloaded there for a second. That's what it said. I don't know how it could have said that, but whatever. You're good for now. Blue Moon Mark II unofficial render. Oh, that's sick. That is sick. Fine here. Cool. So yeah, I don't know. I find it very entertaining. I find it very entertaining. Because, you know, this person posted this with, you know damn well why they posted this, right? But they said, you know, compare the complex plumbing with images, right? The only reason you'd elicit this is to try and make the argument, right? The only reason, no, I'm doing it again. The only reason why you'd post something like that, comparing it to Raptor 3, even though it's totally different application, totally different stage of development, the reason why you do that is because you want to say the SpaceX is awesome. Don't get me wrong, Raptor 3 is amazing, but comparing it to an expander cycle lander engine at a completely different stage in development is shallow and pedantic. Shallow and pedantic. Perhaps. Think Elon would leave his companies for a cabinet post in the new administration? People, I generally stay away from political stuff, especially this year. With that being said, no, I don't think he would. I think he'd find a way to do both if he ever did. Now, I get it. You guys don't need to tell me about your politics. I get it. Remember, it's about Elon. I think he'd find a way to do both of those things. He's great at multitasking, apparently. Even when said colloquially. Yes. The dude should see how Raptor used to look 5 years ago. Yeah. He was already doing Rule 8 stuff before. I mean, law doesn't allow you to do both of those things. I mean, Elon can delegate work, dude. I mean, he was on a council or something, or no, a committee or something, for that dude, for the orange one, like 6 or 7 years ago, and then he left when he pulled out of the Paris Climate Accords, I think, if I'm remembering right. So I don't know, maybe. Yeah, he was on a climate thingamajigger, and his last 8 years have been a little strange. But yeah, at least the space stuff is good. Forgive me if I don't understand how stuff works on the other side of the pond, but what kind of authority does the California Coastal Commission have on Vandenberg Air Force Base? Vandenberg is on the coast. U.S. military rejects calls to reduce sonic booms from SpaceX rockets blasting along the California coast. Secretary of the Department of Maymays. Yeah, the orange rocket, good, Sam, or you know, bad. Some people like SLS, some people hate SLS. Yeah, I'm talking about rockets now. The less Rule 8 news to read, the happier I become. Slackster, you know, I will just say this, because I always try to say this when I'm here. If I have your attention, you'll never get political nonsense from me. Ever. Space policy is as far as I go. You guys know good and well where I stand on that. I've talked about that many times. Two things. One, I'm a Twitch streamer. My political opinions probably shouldn't matter to you. Two, do not get caught up in this. Dude, it's hectic. We got 90 more days of this nonsense. And that is what it is. We got 90 more days of it. Weather the storm, lads. Let's go. Weather the storm. Don't get caught up in it. That doesn't mean you should be ignorant of what's going on in politics. Just don't get caught up in it. You know what I mean? I see videos. I see videos of people just screaming at each other nowadays. Like, it's like, blah! It's like, I'm trying to do the blah! Just screaming at each other. I'm like, those people are getting caught up in it. Don't get caught up in it. Okay? Don't get caught up in it. And then we have to wait, and we have until January. That's what I mean. This is not a sprint. It's a marathon. Weather the storm. Just don't get caught up in it. I'm serious. Like, you can have your beliefs. That's fine. That's good. You should. You should be strong in your convictions, but don't get caught up in it. Trust me on this one. It's better for your mental health, okay? Trust me. Don't do that. But do vote. Oh, absolutely. You shouldn't be ignorant to what's going on in politics. I follow it just like everybody else does. I just don't talk about it. I don't need to talk to you guys about it. Why would I need to do that? Dude, let me put it to you this way. If I ever start talking about Rule 8 on this stream, that means I've scraped the bottom of the barrel of content creation so bad that we have to go to that. Promptly unsubscribe from the stream if that happens. Okay? Please, say, EJ, this is stupid. I'm leaving. Bye. Maybe I'll get the hint. Who knows? If I do that, or if I ever shill for a product on the stream, I've been compromised. The stream is compromised. Dead man switch. Run. Run. Go. Get to the chopper. He said, this is stupid. I'm leaving. Wait, bye. No. Come back. Come back. Damn it. Oh. All right. So that New Glenn launch date. New Glenn should launch probably in 2 months, maybe, something like that. Please, I don't want to download another mobile game.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
Oh, that's the button you meant to hit, Hokey. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. It's a space. I'm in space. Do you think Blue Origin will ever compare to SpaceX, or will SpaceX always be better in space flight and launch providing? I think Blue will scale, Liam. Look, if you told me, okay, thought exercise. It's 1999. The Matrix just came out. It's a great movie. First one's great. Third one, a little weird. But hey, it's 1999, so we don't have to worry about that. It's 1999. If you told me that AOL would be bankrupt in 10 years, I would have called you crazy. But AOL, you know why AOL went bankrupt? Because they got a huge market share and got comfortable. I'm not saying that would happen to SpaceX, but you never know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You want another good example of this? 1922, or is it 22? Hold on, I have to Google this one. E 1927, excuse me. 1927, Ford comes out with this. Ford comes out with the Model A. Do you know why? Do you know why they came out with the Model A? Because they had been selling the Model T for basically 25 years. And it was the best-selling truck. And Henry Ford didn't really see the need to make anything else. Why? Model T is all you'll ever need. You don't need a heater. Headlights? Nah. Whatever. His son had to convince him to make something that was comparable, because those demonic people over at Chevrolet. No, because Chevy was gaining more market share. So was Oldsmobile. And the Dodge brothers were doing something. I'm not sure what they were doing, but they were doing something. Well, they were dead at that point, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Dodge was doing something. Chrysler was doing something. That's what I mean. They were catching up. They were making something. The Model T became the benchmark. It's one of the best-selling vehicles. Model T is one of the best-selling vehicles of all time, even to this day. It's bested maybe by like the Mustang and the VW Bug.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
And yeah, there's not much else, right? So they had to make something new because they were falling behind. And Henry Ford's stubbornness when it came to developing a new product, right, almost led to Ford's demise. Interestingly enough, his son Edsel had to convince him to modernize the Model T, and they made the Model A. And the Model A was amazing, and everybody loved it. And that also was one of the best-selling cars of all time, interestingly enough. The point is, Liam, is that SpaceX has to stay hungry. And I don't see any sign of them Stop it. You always got to be innovating. You always got to be innovating. You see this, there's a phrase that gets thrown around. Only the paranoid survive. That's especially true for rocket science. Because if you're not learning, if you're not expanding, if you're not developing something new and you decide we don't need to develop stuff anymore, let's just make stuff, you wind up like Boeing. If you asked me 15 years ago if I'd rather ride on an Airbus or if I'd rather ride on a 320 or a 737, I would have said 737 every day of the week. A 320 is trash 15 years ago. Now I'm like, you know, that Airbus is pretty cool. That Airbus is pretty neat. So what is after Starship? Don't know. Now, like I said, does that mean that, you know, simultaneously, dude, I think I mean, if you've seen Tim's Everyday Astronauts video, if you've seen Timmy's video with Jeff going through the New Glenn factory, oh my goodness. I don't think it's a secret to say that Jeff has deep pockets. You know what I'm saying? He has very deep pockets. You can fit a lot of money in those deep pockets. Okay, if you don't get the joke. Kmart and Sears are another good example. Yeah, James, absolutely. Great examples. Sears was the Amazon back in the day, dude. Seriously, there were no Sears brick and mortar stores, guys. Did you know that 100 years ago? Mail order. You'd buy something from the catalog and you'd get it from Sears in the mail. Like Amazon, which is hilarious because Amazon put Sears out of business with their own business model, only minus the catalog and put the catalog online. Weird, huh? Time is a flat circle. Anyway, the hate against Starliner has to stop. Yeah. We need redundant dissimilar architecture. That's absolutely a thing. Briggsy, tier 1, thank you very much. Now, what I was saying about, you know, Blue is Jeff has deep pockets, man. Very deep pockets. There is no, Liam, I do not see any way that Blue Origin doesn't scale to where SpaceX is right now eventually. I just don't see any way. There's no way that they don't do that. There's no way that they don't do that. Blue's hungry. I had my suspicions, but seeing what I saw in Tim's video sealed the deal there. I had kind of theorized that Blue was doing parallel development and that they'd have 3 or 4 new Glens in the pipe. Like they're working on 3 to 4 boosters and 3 to 4 second stages right now. GS1 and GS2 is what they call them. And Jeff Bezos in Tim's video said that verbatim. We have 3 to 4 new Glens in the pipe. Pretty good, dude. Pretty good. Your boy. That's what happens when we stick to technical analysis and we don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in it. You can see with a clearer head this way. Trust me. Right? They should be doing that with SLS, Mayor. Oh, yeah, you freaking... You'd get no argument from me. We should see stacks of SLS cores, dude. New Glenn's a beast, man. It's an amazing rocket. Guys, I don't fanboy over... If you don't know me, I don't fanboy over one piece of hardware over another. I want more. I want more hardware. Actually, that's kind of a lie. I really like Starship. I really, really like Starship a lot. I really want Starship to succeed because I'm a shuttle fanboy. I love my space shuttle. I need Starship to vindicate reusable spaceflight because I remember not so long ago when people were saying reusability doesn't work. No, the shuttle proved that reusability doesn't make sense. Shut up! No, you are 100% wrong. Be quiet. Don't you dare talk bad about my space shuttle. Starship's going to vindicate my space shuttle. It'll be fine. You're just a tile lover. Hey! I will not tolerate that blasphemy in here. You also really like Ford. No, I don't. Okay, yeah. No, I love the hardware. Guys, I love the hardware. I love seeing all this stuff pop up, dude, because, you know, I just said like, oh, you know, the shuttle, people 15 years ago were saying, no, you can't ever reuse something, right? Man, I remember what it was like to have nothing. To have nothing. Because that's what we had. 2011, 2012, it sucked. It was terrible. SpaceX was a glimmer in Elon's eye at that point. You know what I mean? Falcon 9, yeah, okay, it resupplied the space station. That's cool. 2012, that's neat. But where's the Apollo program, right? Where is it? You know, like, where's our Apollo? We're going back to the moon, right? Like, 15 years ago, dude, like, we had nothing. We had nothing. Nothing. Now the Space Coast has more tenants on it than it's ever had. We got Relativity, we got Firefly, we got Blue, we got SpaceX. NASA's doing their thing on 39B. Dude, there's so many providers, I can't even keep track of all of them. You know, Rocket Lab has 3 pads. One of them's at Wallops, 2 are in New Zealand. There's Antares, or was Antares, doing its thing. We have multiple ways to get to the ISS. Well, let's say 1.5 ways to get to the ISS right now. Like, and then Dream Chaser's coming down the pipe too. Like, this is awesome. This is great. I don't understand how anybody that's taken a side one way or the other has a very short memory. It's very easy to forget. I remember when there was nothing. I remember when the next launch was like 4 or 5 months on the horizon, and then you'd wait 4 or 5 months for the damn launch, and then it would scrub, and then you'd have to wait another 3 to 4 months. It sucked. It was awful. Now we get Falcon 9 launches on the daily, dude. This is fantastic. And Blue's going to do the same thing. It's going to be freaking sweet, dude. Like, come on. This is awesome. How can you not like this? How can you not like this? This is freaking great. Oh, yeah. The Harry Stranger's got a picture here. Yeah. I don't understand. I frankly just don't get how somebody can pick a side. Like, what are you, crazy? Did you see the new hypersonic United airplane that was just announced? I believe they're working with Boom, Andrew? Yeah. This is great, man. This is great. Like, you know, we always say, like, oh, why don't billionaires spend more money on space flight? You know, well, dude, 2 of the richest people in the world are doing it. This is fantastic. It's great. Elon and Jeff. And you know what the best part about this is? They're both doing it because they both like space. That's the best part. They're not doing it because it's like, it's another profitable venture. No, spaceflight's not a profitable venture. You don't start an aerospace company if you want to be a billionaire. That's a real easy way to take $1 billion and make it $1 million. All right? That's the opposite of that. You know, these guys are into it. It's fantastic. You can tell from Tim Dodd's videos. They love this stuff, dude. This is great. This is fantastic. Please make more rockets. Just make more. Just make more. Because, like I said, I remember when it was like to have nothing, and it was awful. It was awful. It was terrible. Yeah, right, Hellfish. Yep. But Elon's wealth increased with SpaceX. The take $1 billion and make it $1 million, Hellfish, is a quote directly from him, so. Just enjoy this L. How did NSF survive? By writing articles and having people subscribe to L3 on the forums, dude. How cool is it that the X-33 umbilical was in the foyer of Blue's factory? Yep. Maybe the fanboys think other companies are talent hogging and the engineers would be more helpful. I don't know, Force. I think people are very short-sighted in this day and age. Let me just leave it at that. What is your full-time job? This. All right, I'm just keeping up with chat here. All right. So, what else do we got here? Boop. This is coming from Harry Stranger, who works in Earth observation, right? Yesterday, we took a look at Blue Origin's rocket factory. Take a look at their launch pad, Complex 36. What appeared to be road transporters for each New Glenn stage, as well as an SPMT hiding inside of a tent, are visible. Yeah, this is what synthetic aperture can do. You could just see through the roof. Yeah, you could see the SPMT through the roof. Self-propelled modular transporter, Sam. Those are the same things that SpaceX uses, those things with all the wheels that they can like drive under stuff, lift it up and move it. What is your full-time job? This, for the second time, streaming is my full-time job. I've been doing it since 2012. Yeah. Dude, so what does this picture mean? Having the GS1 road transporter, GS2 transporter right there? They're getting ready to put a New Glenn stack together. They're getting ready. They're getting ready to put a New Glenn stack together. There's another SPMT inside of that tent. That's probably something payload oriented, if I had to guess. I don't know. Either way, good stuff. Good stuff. Blue's making moves. We got B7s. We got Raptors. We got starships going on. There's all kinds of good stuff. And here's that thing about Boom. Boom Supersonic. Nobody will remember your salary, how busy you were, how many hours you worked. People remember the time you spent together because you arrived at Mach 1.7. See you in 2029, United. Conceptual render. Oh. Serious Boeing 2707 vibes. Yeah, up, Sam, Jinx. Got you. Oh. Ugly tail. Nah, I don't care. I don't care. That's awesome. Is that Flight Simulator? That's Flight Simulator, man. That's pretty. Please make that Boom. Boom Supersonic is working on building low-cost supersonic transporters like Overture, like that thing. Yeah, that's anything else? Any other cool stuff in here? Yeah, this is the engine. We kind of did a little bit of a deep dive into the engine design there. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this the other day. If you don't think Boom is serious and you just think there's a bunch of renders, well, how about that factory in Raleigh? I think it's in Raleigh. That's North Carolina, right? You know, that's kind of loud. Ooh. The amount of parking spots really says business. Oh, man. Look at all the space. So much room for activities, dude. Look at all the activities you could do. The amount of activities you could do in there is making my head spin. Also, it's interesting that the taxiway isn't finished here. Where is this? Greensboro. That's where it is. Earthritis. There we go. All right. Ah. So we've looked at Greensboro Airport before. It's not particularly a big airport, but I did notice something. So these photogrammetric pictures, right? I remember we were looking at Greensboro when we were playing cities one time, and I noticed that. That's not a highway that's going over the top, interestingly enough. Honda jets are built in Greensboro. Oh, there you go. Yeah, see, there's the factory right there. And it looks like, what's the, see, I couldn't figure out what the heck this is. What is this for? Anybody know? Anybody from Greensboro that knows what that's about? And also, what's that building? That's wide enough to be a runway, guys. Just on a side note, but it's not nearly long enough. It's very wide. Are they just going to add another runway over here? Do you have the space to do that? I don't think they have the space. Lurking, you can go look. It's totally 15 minutes from your house. All right. I mean, if you wanted to. New runway on the other side of the highway? I just don't really see where, likes. There's really not enough space. You're way too close to residential. I think they're building a taxiway over here so planes can taxi over to factories and stuff, dude. That's my guess. They're still in a weird position concerning the engines. They had a concept contract with Rolls-Royce, and boom, went around to investors saying our engines will be made by Rolls-Royce, and then later they were like, oh, never mind. Yeah, they're developing their own in-house runway across the highway. I mean, unless it's going to intersect over here. I doubt it. It's just interesting. That's what the others do. I see one intersecting runway. I think it's probably just a taxiway like this, dudes, but who knows? Pop up to Naval Station Norfolk and look at 564. But yeah, that's what Boom is doing. They have a factory made. They're getting ready to go, which is pretty cool. Gibraltar Airport says hello. Yeah, we're not heathens. Where the heck is it? That's Langley. Looks like a parking area for aircraft. That's my guess. Oh, I didn't even see that thing right there. Yeah, yes. Oh, yes. Atlas. All right. Yes. C5. Yes. C-130. Helicopter, helicopter, helicopter. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. Man, that's a wide runway. That is a wide boy. It's a wide runway because it lands those. Tiger. Tiger, bird, birdie. I am a great magician. Your ship is white. Oh, how does he do it? Oh. So renderings, it will look like a taxiway. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, I agree. It's definitely a taxiway. There's no real spot for a runway there, dude. But yeah, good to know. Thanks, man. Yeah, they should make these. Should make more of these. Why is it covered in Swedish flags? Sweden's flag is blue and yellow. Sweden's okay. All right, let's see. Future developments. A significant investment is being made into the interstate highway network adjacent to the airport, which will result in easy access from industrial sites around the airport on interstate highways. As part of the I-73 construction, a taxiway was built to allow approximately 400 acres of property north of future I-73 to access the airport. It's a taxiway. Yeah, I got it. Well, the Swedish flag is a big plus. Anyway. So yeah, there you go, man. Boom is making moves. Their taxiway isn't finished though, but they make a very nice. The area that they're talking about is right there. See the tunnel? They're gonna expand the airport. Oh yeah. Man, you know it would be sweet owning a building this big. I don't need the plane factory part. That would be cool, but I don't need that part. Just something with a gantry crane. I don't know what you're talking about, Sam. When is your birthday and do you live near a desert? I'm getting you one of these. That's no. No. Pulse jet rocket go-kart. No, we're good. We're good. We don't need that. Building that big, you could fly indoors. Do you know where my streaming setup would be in this building? It'd be right there, dead center. And that, you know, everybody thinks that background would be a green screen, and then I just walk away. That's dumb? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean that's dumb? No, that's not dumb. That's awesome. It's hilarious. What do you mean? What do you mean? The echo would be a nightmare? Dude, in a building that big, there'd be no echo. What are you talking about? You could handle the reverberations. That's not a big deal. Yeah, Billy, there you go. I mean, you could do excellent burnouts in a building that big. All right, dudes. Hey, Pythos, what's going on? this be official stream now? What do you mean? I have a mod? I don't know what you're talking about, William. Nothing much, just building an empire bit by bit. Hey, you guys want to see a meme? You guys want to see a military meme? You guys want to see it? Look. The I uh uh, uh okay. What a wonderful reunion. I'm anyway, there are German tanks rolling around in Kursk. Uh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, rhymes with banana. Okay. Any other space news? I don't think there's much else. I think that's it for the day. It's a little shorter today, dudes, but we're pretty much good to go. Hand banana, no. Yeah. 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 Okay. All right, I think we're good. No Starliner updates. I don't really have anything for you, man. Tonight, you. I think the Starliner update is coming by the end of the week. Share the Starliner picture I sent you. No, I'm good. Yeah. Oh, come on, it's funny. We got, oh, sweet. A tweet from Zach. What do we got? What do we got? Oofda. Wow, check out the new quadruple downcomer for Starship. Some S1C design stuff going on there. Nice. The new quadruple downcomer for Starship V2 looks like a large central pipe for the sea level engines and 3 smaller pipes for the individual RVACs. Yeah. Tube. Yeah, that, here. The S1C did that, dudes. Yeah, here, take a look. Saturn V's first stage did almost that thing exactly. In fact, it kind of looks like it. Let's see. See? Interesting. If that's going inside Starship, where will the payloads be going that's running through the middle? That's down at the bottom, dude. It's that plus a large center pipe. That picture is kind of misleading. There is a center pipe in this, dude, because there's 5 engines. See what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? But yes, I understand that in SpaceX's design, it's a big center one with 3 smaller ones. I get it. Remember that whole thing about rhyming? History? Yeah, there you go. Shut up. Boom. Convergent design is a hell of a drug. Yeah, that's right, man. It's weird because it even looks like it. They're like flexy almost. Interestingly enough. Cool. Good eye from Zach, Mr. CSI Starbase himself. Good dude. Real good dude. Yeah, Zach's good people. Let's see. I wonder how much pipe they were able to delete with that design. I'm looking around to see if there's anything else. I'm not seeing much, dudes. Not seeing much. I think that's it for the day. We got 2 hours of space news. Actually, that was only an hour and a half. But yeah, some days are gonna be slow. It's just how it be. What else do we got? What else do we got? You guys want to play workers? You guys want space Doritos? What? You know what else goes in that factory next to your setup? No. Almost forgot. Space Doritos, actually. All right, what do we got? I liked it better when those were called Pringles. I've taken you've seen the EDA tour with Bezos? Yeah, Will. Absolutely, man. William, yeah, it's freaking sweet, man. Dude, Jeff straight up took him up inside the interstage. Ooh. Like, they went up inside the GS1 interstage, which is pretty cool. How about Hearts of Iron? Hearts of Iron? You guys want to play Hearts? Did you catch the bucket of LH2 moment? No, I haven't. Changed my view of Blue Origin, honestly. William, I've been saying they've been cooking. Well, you haven't been here for this, but I've been saying for the past 5 years that they're really making work. Just because they don't tell anybody about it doesn't mean they aren't scaling. Look at this scale, dude. They have 3 or 4 new Glens and the 3 or 4 GS1s ready to, like, in the pipe, like, being made. You see how much aluminum they had stacked up in that video? Yo, they're ready to go, dude. I'm here for it, man. It's excellent. You can make a pretty cool streaming room in that interstage. Yeah, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. All right. Well. Oh, jeez. Okay. So, some of you guys feel like playing Hearts. Some of you guys feel like playing Workers. Do a Poland run in Hearts of Iron or Workers and Resources? Well, I said I was gonna play Workers, right? But if you guys want me to play Hearts, well, tomorrow we got my summer car for after hours. So it looks like Hearts of Iron is for after hours on Thursday. Okie dokie. Twerkers and Resources. That's a game I don't want to play. Flip a coin. Nope. No. I very much need to get into a habit to do what it says to do in the title. I need to go back to doing that. That's what we're going to do. Hearts of Iron is for after hours on Thursday, okay? I'll switch us over to workers now, and we'll try to fix this debt problem. Desert